Hello, this is Mr. Ryan. I was told by Mr. Wrench, along with all the other teachers, to make a welcome video for our classes. So I think most of you know I'm the geometry and intermediate algebra teacher for RCA, and I just wanted to let you know how I do things, and so you can keep monitored on GradeLink. Well, first of all, I just wanted to say that I'm so glad that our students are back in class. I really believe this is the best thing for them to grow and be with their friends and have structure. And it's good for me too. I'll enjoy getting out of the house and being with them. I formed such good bonds with them last year. So I want you to know, first of all, that I'm a teacher who always dedicates myself for the betterment of the students, and I always want to take care of them. So I really want to tell you that up front, that I will take care of your students. So just to let you know how I structure things, I have 50% for assessments, 30% for tests, and there's 6 tests, 15% for quizzes, there are 6 quizzes, and 5% for the final exam. 30% is for homework, and 20% is for class participation. Now for homework, they're going to be doing most of it in class, and I'm asked them to let me teach them while they're in class so that they can get the benefit of instruction rather than having a lot of homework at home trying to figure it out. So they should not have a lot of homework to bring home with me. Most of it will be done in class, like I said. Now for class participation, I've asked them to let me teach them as we go through the questions on the homework in class. So if they don't know, I've asked them to let me help them to teach them while we're doing the homework problems. And they all seem pretty willing to do this. So now the only thing that we have is one of the things Mr. Wrench asked us to do was to, when there's absences, put a 0 in and make a note that it's due to absence, and like for homework for instance, and to put in a due date when it will be received full credit. So for instance, if a student's out for 1 day, then they'll have 1 day to make it up, 3 days out, 3 days to make it up, and so on. So that's going to be for the homework. Now I've asked them to take real good notes on their homework, and they'll be doing most of it in class, so that'll be 30% of their grade. And for class participation, we said just to let me work with them in class. So for COVID now, what we're going on now is that we're trying to catch anybody that's sick before they come into school with the temperature check. So hopefully that will weed out most everybody. If anybody gets sick during the day, I won't see them till 5th and 6th period. But if they should get sick, they'll just tell me and I'll send them to the office. Now, if one student gets sent home for COVID or has to be quarantined, I'll send them emails of the homework assignments, and I'll send them the texts, send them quizzes and tests by scanning, and also give them the reviews that I would send by videos. So I'll take care of a student if he has to be out for a quarantine period. And if the whole class should be out for a quarantine period, we'll just go back to the distance learning, which we know how to do. So that's really all I want to say. I want to say I'm really excited to be with the students again. It was such a good first day. And I want you to contact me at gryanrca@gmail.com, gryanrca@gmail.com, and I'll be happy to talk with you. Now remember, every week there will be an update. Every time I take a test or a quiz, I have them turn in their homework, so they don't have homework updates every day, but once a week there'll be either a quiz or a test. So you can keep monitoring by looking every week on their GradeLink and see what's going on. Now if they should be absent, the 0s will just be temporary until they make them up. And I want you to be watching for that too, so you can help me with your students to make up any missed work. So I just want to say again, I really believe that they're in school and that we're going to have a good year, and I'm looking forward to being with them. This is really a big part of my heart and my life, is to be there for them. So thank you so much for listening, and we'll hear from you through the year.